What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now in today's video we're on the mini account, and as you can tell we've recently hit Arena 7. I have been climbing fast trophies with a brand new deck that I came up with. I probably am not the first one to use this deck, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that first. But I did take a deck that I used on my main account. I just replaced a few cards to get rid of all the legendaries that I obviously don't have on my second account, and I came up with this deck right here. I have the Hog Rider, the Fire Spirits, the Fireball, Minions, Musketeer, Mini P.E.K.K.A, the Goblins, and the Zap. This deck works really well. If we go ahead and check out my attack log right here, as you can see, I've won so many battles in a row right here. I'm on a massive win streak and I'm gaining so many trophies. But I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys two of these replays right here. I don't think I'm going to do any live battles in this video. It's been a while since I actually did one of these videos where I showed all replays and no live battles. So hopefully you guys still enjoy it, and the whole purpose of this video anyways is to show off this deck and how to use it. So now I'm going to cut to the very first replay, which I think does a pretty good job at showing off how great this deck is. But before I do, I would like to mention that this deck works great in Arena 7. As you can see, I'm doing really well with it, and of course it also works in the Frozen Peak. So this is a great deck for Arena 7 and Arena 8. If you're in this trophy range, go ahead and check it out. And I mean, even if you're in the Builder's Workshop, you can probably use it as well. I was using it in there for a while. So this is a great deck just in general for Arena 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead, try it out if you're looking for a new deck. Now the first replay I want to show you guys is this one right here. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but he is a level 10 and I'm a level 8. I was really nervous going up against this guy at first because obviously he's level 10 and I'm a level 8. But I started things off fast by dropping down my Hog Rider and my Goblins. You guys just saw them do some work on that tower over there, but he countered with some minions who have now made their way over to my tower, as well as dropped his Hog Rider. So my Mini P.E.K.K.A right here will attack that Hog Rider, tank for those minions and those Fire Spirits right there. Unfortunately, one Fire Spirit does get the shot off on my tower. That Hog Rider did a little bit of damage, and he dropped our tower to 1300 hit points. So by now in this battle, I knew it was going to be tough to win against this guy because his troops are extremely higher level than mine. Right there, that Zap spell stunned my tower, took out my Musketeer, and allowed his tower to do over 500 damage to mine. It would have been fine if he didn't zap my Musketeer, but he played that really well. However, I'm going to go ahead now and start off with another Hog push, throwing some Fire Spirits behind him this time instead of some Goblins. We did some work on that tower as well. He did have a Wish right there, which countered my Hog Rider, and eventually dropped those minions too. I'm going to go ahead and zap those minions as well as some of those skeletons spawned from the Wish. I'm also going to drop my Mini P.E.K.K.A right here to take out this Hog Rider. The Mini P.E.K.K.A was supposed to attack that Wish, but he did get a shot off on that Hog, and those Goblins finish off the Wish, but the Hog Rider does take out our tower. But at this point in the battle, I was pretty mad because this level 10 is wrecking me. I had no idea why he was even down this far in trophies, but here I am stuck going up against him. However, my Hog Rider right there, with the help of those Fire Spirits, will take out his left tower, and now we've evened up the game. So it's 1-1 right now, but if you're paying attention, my King Tower only has 2,000 hit points, and this guy is going in for the 3 crown. So I dropped down my Hog Rider and that Musketeer right there. The Zap will hit that Hog Rider, all those skeletons, and the Fire Spirits he dropped. My Musketeer barely stays alive, and that Fireball only hit that Musketeer, so it's kind of a waste right there. I guess he was going for the tower maybe. My Hog Rider got a few shots off on that tower. My Goblins and those minions finished off his skeleton army, but he dropped another Hog Rider which got finished off by my Mini P.E.K.K.A. So he's slowly chipping down the health on my King Tower. It's at 1,200 hit points right now. I'm dropping that Musketeer right there just to defend against whatever he wants to drop, to make sure I have at least something in front of that tower. He's going to throw a Fireball, waste all of his elixir trying to get that 3 crown, and while he's distracted, I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Fire Spirits, my Goblins, and my Hog Rider right there. With the Zap spell, that tower goes down 3 seconds before the game ends. My tower's at 400 hit points, and he dropped a Hog Rider. So he definitely would have gotten my tower right there, but the time ran out, and I actually beat this level 10 as a level 8, 2 crowns to 1. That's all I got to show you, really. This deck absolutely wrecked a level 10, but of course I'm going to show you more. However, you can probably already tell that this deck works out really well. I think that the next one I want to show you is this one right here. This guy is a level 9 down here as well, so once again he has the level advantage. I'm only a level 8 on my mini account. This is my free to play account. I haven't spent any gems on it, and I barely even gem on my main account, but this guy is completely free to play. I went ahead and started off dropping down my Hog Rider and my Goblins on that left tower. The Hog Rider only got 1 shot off on that left tower before that Musketeer took him out, and now he's dropping down a Prince in front of that Musketeer. Right here, I tried to counter that with some Fire Spirits. I dropped a Zap right here to take out his Fire Spirits and do some damage against that Prince. My Musketeer finished off his, and I threw a wow right there because I was completely shocked that I actually defended that push. He had like a level 7 Musketeer, maybe a 6. He had a level 3 Prince in there, and he had some Fire Spirits, and all I did was defend that push with my Musketeer, a Zap, and my own Fire Spirits. He hasn't even touched my tower yet, but now he's going to go ahead and drop down a Valkyrie right here, which will go after my Mini P.E.K.K.A, but the minions will attack that Hog Rider. However, it does get a few shots off, dropping my left tower down to 1,600 hit points. but now he set me up for the perfect opportunity to go ahead and push with my Hog Rider right here. The Hog Rider locks onto the tower, the minions do as well, and that mini P.E.K.K.A comes in there, and 2 shots the tower goes down. He threw a well played right there. There really wasn't much he could do. I guess he could have dropped his fire spears. I'm not sure why he did, looking back at it now, but that's completely fine with me because I took out his tower right there. He's going to throw down another prince in front of that musketeer though. I'm going to try to distract both of them with some goblins. That musketeer I think locked onto the tower. I couldn't quite tell, but the fireball hit it nonetheless, taking out my musketeer as well, dropping that left tower down to 1100 hit points. I tried to kind of go for a 3 crown right there because I still had my mini P.E.K.K.A alive, but he totally shut down my push and I didn't even touch that tower. So at this point, my tower's at 1100 hit points. I'm expecting him to go full force again with that Hog Rider and try to take it out, and since he is a level 9 with higher level cards, I'm just going to go ahead and let him take it. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that he will get it eventually. So now my Hog Rider goes down, distracted by that bomb tower, but the minions lock onto the tower and do a little bit of damage. My musketeer was dropped in the middle to try and distract that Valkyrie, but she was pulled closer toward that tower by the mini P.E.K.K.A, but she didn't get off any shots. The Hog Rider was the one that did the damage. But now we have 40 seconds left, and it looks like I might win this battle. So right here, I dropped down my Hog Rider, some fire spirits, and my goblins. The fire spirits did get their shots off, but the goblins were wrecked by that fireball, as well as my Hog Rider. The zap right there will stop that prince from getting his charge off on my tower, but the musketeer somehow locked on. But the rest of my troops finished off his Hog Rider to protect my tower. Right here, I went ahead and dropped down my Hog Rider in the middle just to get him to that tower as fast as possible. He only gets 1 shot off, drops it down to 880. He's throwing some fireballs and some zaps, trying to get this tower taken out as soon as possible. There goes the zap right there. My tower's at 15 hit points and time runs out. So this was another great replay which really showed off how great this deck actually is. I've been having so much fun with it. I love the Hog Rider and the Fire Spirits combo, as well as the mini P.E.K.K.A. That thing is really strong, and if you get it to a tower, that's basically game over. The average elixir cost is 3.1, so it's a pretty cheap deck, and as you can tell and as you saw by the replays, it's working out pretty well for me. So if you're in Arena 7 or Arena 8, go ahead and check out this deck and let me know how it does for you. If you're struggling with trophies, maybe this will help you out. But that's going to end it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Clash Royale content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Yo.